Hello. And similar. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So we've had our Airstream for about 6 months now, and today we're going to go over everything that has broke or gone wrong on our Airstream since then. So far we've driven about 15,000 miles.
And thankfully we haven't had anything major break, but we have had a few minor things, more so just like annoyances than anything else. And we do have a maintenance appointment scheduled for next week to get this all repaired. That's been a pretty seamless process. We were able to get in and everything should be covered under warranty. We did have to wait a couple weeks. They were pretty backed up on service appointments. But yeah, we'll just get right into talking a little bit about the things that have gone wrong so far. All right, so the biggest thing is actually the door. It doesn't shut properly. So when you open it and if you just let it shut, you can see it kind of like bounces out and it won't like shut unless you really slam it. And on the inside too, if you look down here, you can see there's like this crack right here. You can actually see daylight through there, which definitely shouldn't happen. And you can see that up here, like the seal is flush against the door, but down here it's not. So we're getting that fixed. I'm not sure what the issue is. I think it's something to do like with the way it's balanced. You can kind of see it's been like rubbing up against that, which is definitely not good. So that'll definitely be good to have fixed because it is very annoying, like having to slam it every single time you want to come in or out. All right, yeah, on the inside here, you can kind of see with this door, if you were to just like kind of pull it closed like that, it doesn't shut at all. You really got to slam it. And even now, you can kind of see like,
yeah, I got.
When you shut it, you can see like
the beam of light
like a beam of light coming through there, yeah. And then the next thing is our stairs. So we actually like never use these because they've never really worked for us.
Yeah, they were broke like day one.
Yeah, and so when you try to use them, you can see it's not real sturdy, and it like you have to like pull it to make it lock into place. But then if you come in or out enough times, it'll kind of come loose. Of course, it's not doing that now. But you can see it'll kind of come loose like that, and it'll just like swing back. That shouldn't happen. So if I kind of looked underneath there, and it looks like there's a screw that's just like cross-threaded. So hopefully we'll take that to the dealership next week, and they'll be able to fix that, and we'll be able to use our stairs again. All right, the next thing is very minor, but this little flap on the back here is coming off, and I don't know if it's just like the sealant or what, but hopefully maybe they can just like throw some epoxy on that and seal it back, but it's kind of annoying. All right, so the next thing is a screen for our rear hatch. So when you pull this down, this screen on the bottom corner here is broken. It's come like completely off, and you can see like the screen itself is torn. And as a result, like when you try to close it and it's like down, it doesn't want to like close properly. And same thing when you pull it down, like obviously like bugs and stuff can get through there. And you can see it like doesn't really want to like go up all the way. You kind of gotta very gently shimmy it up. So we're gonna get that fixed hopefully. All right, so you can't really see this that well, but in between this cabinet here and the pantry, it's actually a screw, and I'm not sure why there's only one screw, but it's actually like pulling like out of the cabinet. And the only way we noticed this is because there were like little wood shavings down here. And so I don't know if maybe we had too much weight in here or what. But anyways, we're going to have them take a look at that and just make sure there's not anything to worry about there.
So as you can see by this piece of tape, the hinge on this mirror is broke, or the latch on this mirror is broke. And then one time this was just on the counter, so it's like busted. So similarly to the bathroom mirror, this cabinet also broke its latch. Locking mechanism completely came off. So we have it right here. The screws just like came undone. So from the looks of it, it looks like when we opened it, the screws like came out completely. So it's right here, and we can't even put it back in because it made a bigger hole.
And back behind here, this piece of trim here is like being pulled behind the pantry for some reason. So we're going to get that looked at.
Lastly, this piece of trim is coming undone. So you can see there, which isn't great. As you guys can see, most of the stuff is pretty minor. Our biggest concern is the door. Like we said, we're taking it into the Airstream dealer next week to get things fixed. So I think I'll try to take you guys along there and we can show you guys what they end up fixing and if everything is covered under warranty or not. We're not 100% sure what is and what isn't, so hopefully we don't get an expensive bill. Also, hopefully we get it back in a reasonable time because we're homeless if not. Hi everyone, we're at the Airstream dealer right now to get it serviced. The check-in process was really easy. We had an appointment, so we just drove by. Luckily, we were staying really close to it, so it only took like 15 minutes. There she is back there. I'll zoom in. There she is. Oh, go follow our Instagram. Part-time adventuring, PT adventuring.
All right, so we're about 2 weeks out from getting the Airstream back from the dealer. Overall, it was kind of a mixed experience. So I'll kind of give you like a little bit of a rundown of how this went for us. So we first noticed that something was wrong with our door when we were all the way back in Arkansas, so like about 2-ish months ago. And we called one dealer, and they couldn't get us in when we were going to be coming through their area, which is fine. We understand that, like, sometimes they're scheduled a few months out. So after that experience, the next time we knew we were going to be in one place for a few weeks, we called ahead to their Airstream dealer, and they told us to bring it in on a certain date, and they would get it looked at, that we might have to bring it back because they would have to order some parts and stuff, which is fine. So we did bring it in, and when we brought it in, we were told that actually we would have to bring it back a couple weeks after that, which worked out fine because we were going to be in the area for a few weeks anyways. So we brought it back on the date that we scheduled, and they told us that actually it would maybe be like 2 weeks before they could have it fixed. And at that point, I just told them, look, like, I need this, within the next week. We were going to be leaving, and we couldn't reschedule. And everything seemed fine. And thankfully, everything was covered under the warranty. When we went to pick it up, a few of the things that we had asked them to fix actually weren't fixed. And we were told that they had to order parts. Those parts would be in a couple weeks, and they would fix it then. But as I mentioned, we were literally leaving town like the next day. So that was a little bit frustrating, just like the lack of communication. So the things that they didn't fix were the rear hatch screen. They had to order that part from Airstream, which is understandable. And then the screw that was coming out of our cabinet, the entire cabinet and wall assembly is pulling out from the wall of the Airstream a little bit. They said it's fine to drive on, but they had to get more approval from Airstream to continue with the repair, and that was going to take some time. And so again, like, I understand them needing to have some extra time for this stuff, but like the lack of communication was a little bit frustrating. And they had already started the warranty request for those, and so I asked if, when we were back home in Ohio or at another dealer, if they could just pick up and finish those warranty items. And they said, well, we don't know. That's kind of unusual. Most dealers don't want to do warranty work that's been started elsewhere, and that was also like a little bit frustrating. Just given the fact that Airstream is supposed to be like a premium RV, they're supposed to have great service, supposed to be a great company. You would think that, if you're out on the road and something goes wrong and you want to get it fixed, and for whatever reason you can't, that you could get that work finish at another dealer. So right now we're kind of in limbo as far as if we're going to be able to get the rear hatch screen and the cabinet repaired at another dealer covered under warranty. We're still trying to work that out. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, and I'm intentionally not mentioning what dealer it was because I don't want to throw them under the bus too much. It's not entirely their fault. I understand that, we're traveling and it's kind of an unusual situation, but at the same time, there were parts of the process that I thought could be improved. Hopefully, we will be able to work with Airstream to get this work finished at another dealership. So again, overall, I'm happy with the fact that the warranty work that was completed was easy. It didn't cost us anything at all.
And the most important things got fixed.
Right, yeah, the most important thing was the door not closing properly, and that did get fixed, and we're very happy with that. The work that was done does seem to be very high quality. For example, like, one of the screws on our stove or on our convection microwave was loose, and when they took that out, they realized that there were some other things in there that were breaking, and so they actually fixed those too, which was, that's great that they kind of took that initiative to fix that. So yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. There were parts that I was really happy with, parts that I thought could have been better. But hopefully, this video just gives you a sense of what you might expect if you have an Airstream. I'm not sure, since this is our first RV, I'm not sure what other people's warranty experiences have been like. Maybe it'd be helpful in the comments if you guys could let us know, like if you have like a Lance or a Winnebago or Jayco or another brand, like if your warranty experience has been similar, worse, better. I know I've heard mixed reviews from people with other brands of RVs. So yeah.
So this is one of the cabinets that was broke, and they were able to fix it. So before it wasn't latching, and now it latches. And we've driven one time since then, and it wasn't lifted up when we were done driving and I came in here. So that's good. This cabinet next to the bed was also broke, and as you can see, the latch is back on. So it's good to shut. So I also wanted to show how the door has improved. We still have some issues with it if we don't like pay attention when we shut it, which is kind of crazy. If you guys have an RV, let us know if you also have door problems, if it's Airstream only or if it's just RVs in general, but you still kind of have to slam it, but it does shut all the way now, so that's good. And our stairs are fixed now. We haven't had any problems with them so far since we got it back from the dealership, so that's great. Before it would like collapse on us every time we took a step. So we use this now, and actually our step stool that we had bought broke on me, and so yeah, it's good that these are fixed now. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, leave comments down of your experience with warranty work or anything that's broke on your RV. We want to hear about it. So thanks.